Welcome back. Now it seems that a leaked diplomatic cipher that seems to be published by an investigative outlet has now triggered a massive political explosion within Pakistan, dragging the 2022 ouster of Imran Khan back into the spotlight. And the document that seems to be at the heart of this storm claims that it was not satisfied with Pakistan aggressively being neutral on Russia-Ukraine conflict. It further says that signals were sent by the US that all would be forgiven in Washington if Imran Khan was removed through a no-confidence move. Now, this revelation has reignited explosive allegations of foreign involvement in regime change and has sharpened questions around Imran Khan's arrest and also exit from power, and reinforcing that Munir and Shehbaz continue to dance on the tunes of the United States. Meanwhile, the document in question seems to have been published in full by an investigative outlet which is Drop Site that has exposed a high-stakes closed-door conversation that was held reportedly on the 7th of March 2022, and the players in the room seems to be diplomats, US Assistant Secretary of State. We are looking at Pakistan's then ambassador to the US, and these transcripts apparently reveal an extraordinary behind-the-scenes ultimatum to oust the then Pakistani Prime Minister Imran Khan.
देखिए, पाकिस्तान तो मोहरा है। पाकिस्तान एक देश है ही नहीं, वो किसी न किसी का मोहरा बनता है, उसकी अपना कोई वजूद नहीं है। और वहां भी पाकिस्तान में भी आर्मी चलाती है पाकिस्तान को, तो वहां कौन प्रधानमंत्री होगा, कौन कैसे चलेगा, चुनी हुई सरकार किसकी होगी, ये भी वहां की आर्मी तय करती है। और आर्मी भाड़े की आर्मी है, उसको जहां से जितनी चाबी मिल जाती है, कभी अमेरिका से मिल जाती है, कभी सऊदी अरब से मिल जाती है, उतनी चाबी मिलती है, उतना ही खिलौना चलता है।
Pakistan has always been a puppet of America. There is no doubt about it, and this started when Russia invaded Afghanistan. Now here with Imran Khan, the problem was that, you see, Imran Khan was taking a very strong line that was against, without consulting the army, without consulting the ISI, because in Pakistan, right since the first coup that was done by Muhammad Ayub Khan, and who became then the president, then thereafter the army holds the reins in Pakistan. There is no doubt about it. We have seen when the day Imran Khan was arrested, the public, they burnt down the corps commander's house. They burned down the army garrisons. They burned down even tried to storm up the Pakistan air bases.
Well, Srinjoy, more clearer now as to why Munir seems to be cozying up to Washington.
Yes, he's clearly benefited. And all this only shows that this is part of the banana republicism that comes out of Islamabad. Because very clearly you have to depose Imran Khan, one of the most popular politicians in Pakistan since 1947. So how do you do it? You not only use the armed forces, or the armed forces play an important role, but you let the other side know, let other people know that, look, we are doing it. And we are doing it for the following reasons. So if you have to depose your head of government, and you depose him by putting him into jail and also getting permission from another country, then what kind of country are you?
Well, that only exposes, as far as when it comes to the ouster of Imran Khan, then him being in jail. And of course, when it comes to subsequent, what is being said that as far as his health has been deteriorating, he's almost lost vision in one of the eyes there, and he's been lodged in Adiala jail, speaks a lot about exactly what has been happening within Pakistan and internal politics. Thank you very much, Srinjoy, for that update. Heading into a short break.